Good morning, Guardians, and how are you doing? We are going to look at something a little bit geeky. I kind of mentioned this the other day. God rolls, and for the geeky among you, how to configure your own God rolls. We're going to do a two-part episode where the first one is going to be for the full geek. If you start hearing what I'm talking about and you're like, nope, this is far too much for me, then don't worry, we are going to make a simple way of doing this. But if you're the kind of person, maybe you do a bit of programming, maybe you play around with things like Git. In fact, if the word Git doesn't just mean someone you don't like, then this might be for you. So I'm going to jump over to Dim quickly and show you what I'm talking about. So destiny.tools here, click on Dim, and then go up to the cog on the top right and go down to wishlist. So there are different ways you can do this. You can upload your own wish, and you can literally get yourself a get yourself a list of wish lists like the ones we talked about in the D2 Gunsmith, and that's just a big long list of wish rolls. You can use a pre-made list like Voltron or Choosy Voltron, and these are updated automatically. Or you can actually supply a URL. So this URL here is actually the Voltron one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show you what that is. I'm just going to literally cut and paste that into a web bar, and you'll see it's just a long list of dim wish list :item equals, and then this is the item ID, and these are the perk IDs. Exactly what you saw coming out of D2 Gunsmith. I will put a card on the top right here to show you, or top left, bottom right would make more sense, to show you that video. But the point is, these are a bunch of lists. They actually come through a thing called GitHub. And what I'm going to just quickly do here is show you what the GitHub is all about. Essentially, this is where people store version controlled, another word you don't need to know about particularly, versions of a list. It makes it a way that someone can store and share something. So actually, this is all these guys: Panda Paxi, Mercules, 48 Locks. Apologies if I'm saying your names wrong, by the way, or handles rather. And they are uploading them into a thing. So you can see how often these things change. So Choosy Voltron had an update yesterday. And actually, you can proper see what happened yesterday. So there's a history of all the changes, baking and PV picks from DMB, EP11 and EP12. So I don't know who DMB is. Feel free to tell me. But it's presuming this is episode 11 and episode 12, maybe. And baking in the new title. So this actually gives you a history of what's going on. So I now know that the title roles are in there. So when I jump over to Dim, I might have a quick look and see if they agreed with me. You could do something called forking this. And forking it is basically taking your own copy and then you can update it. You can pull in their changes and add your own changes. There's a bunch of ways you could do this. So if you've ever wondered how to combine your wish list with the wish lists of those theory crafters out there in the Destiny 2 community, this is how you would do it. However, I'm guessing for like 90% of my audience, you're like, sorry, git source what? Control whom? In which case, don't worry, we are looking to build a tool that will allow you to put your own spin on the God roll thing. Let me know if that is something you'd be interested in. Let me know if that's something you'd use, if there was a way to very quickly pull in all of your God rolls, all of the God rolls from the community, and bring them into Dim so you've got your own customized set of thumbs up. If not, we definitely won't spend time doing it. Hopefully, the geeky amongst you have found that useful and interesting. If you're not one of the geekies, then you probably haven't got to the end. So if you have got to the end, just thanks. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks very much. See you later.